taking it? Who's got your camera?
Well, it would appear that the slander against Vic online continues, as many of the Kick Vickers are grasping for straws at this point and having to not only blame Vic for what he did against the VAs, in allegedly having to commit the crimes that they accused him for, but also having this false assertion that Vic Mignogna also has something against gays and trans people, as of course we are going to be touching on today's video. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and want to be kept up to date with all things involving Vic Mignogna, Monica Rial, Ron Toye, and many of the news and updates involving the Vic Mignogna case, then be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. Be sure to go on ahead and slap a like down below by giving this video a big thumbs up if you guys do stand with Vic, as well as making sure to check out and subscribe to my main channel over at Unreal and Gaming, to where there you guys will be able to find lots of anime and Dragon Ball content that you guys will not get to find on here. And follow me at Twitter at Unreal and Gaming to stay connected with me at all times. And if you have anything you would like to share or tag me in involving Vic Mignogna or any of the parties involved in this case, then be sure to go on ahead and follow me at Twitter. Now I want to go on ahead and kick things off here today with all of the statements that were made against Vic. Do you guys remember when the Kick Vickers accused Vic of being a monster, of being an abuser, of being an assaulter, a predator, someone that hates the gays, someone that hates trans people, right? Remember when all of those remarks were made, even though each and every single one of those remarks were debunked by either photographic evidence, video evidence, or both? We actually have someone that came out who, which I will add, is a trans person themselves, in showing exactly how Vic Mignogna's character is when confronting him in person. Remember, they accused him of the worst, but let's go on ahead and once again take another look at the monster known as Vic, right? The person that they painted out to the public in being the worst of the worst, especially predatory, right? In hating the gays and hating trans people, right? Well, this video speaks very, very differently. Take a look.
Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
This is my dear friend Ray.
And this is Rial.
My favorite Yoshimori. I want you to know something. Don't let people get you down.
Okay.
I want you to know that there are a lot of people that love you. And on your bad days, when you're having a rough time, I'm going to pull this video out. I want you to remind yourself that I love you, she loves you, God loves you, Rial loves you, and you are awesome. And don't let anyone ever tell you different. Alright?
Thank you so much.
Now, isn't this why you are subscribed to this channel? To see objective evidence having to be presented in the fact that they're painting this man out to be the absolute worst, when these people that are pointing the finger at Vic are the absolute worst pieces of human garbage that walk the face of the earth. Not only have they committed character assassination, public defamation, ruining a 20+ year career, and not only going as far as to try to take away this man's livelihood, but also painting him out to be a predator among fans. This individual by the name of Ray went on to state, and I quote, hashtag I stand with Vic, this was taken at Otakon 2017 as I was being disowned by my dad for being trans for religious reasons, and felt that Vic would see me the same way since he was religious. I was wrong. My friend set all of this up because she saw how upset I was. Part 2, and I quote, I was scared that yet another religious person would see me as a sinner, or he would disregard anything my friend just told him about my situation and been nice, but he didn't. He was kind but also used his religion in a positive way, which is rare for me personally. Part 3. He gave me that extra push to start transitioning medically and legally, and by the next year at LibertyCon 2018, I was a completely different person, happier, more bubbly, and more myself thanks to this guy. Part 4. And even a year later, 2019, he remembers me, speaking positively of me, and couldn't wait to see me someday at another con. His connection with his fans are more than just I love my fans. It's more like I love my friends. Part 5. Vic doesn't seem like the negative religious driven guy when it comes to who you are sexually wise or gender wise. He could have been like my dad, who is nice but religiously condemning, but Vic likes you for you. Part 6. I don't see Vic as this crazy homophobic or transphobic person that people set him out to be. Him not liking yaoi is just him not liking yaoi. Even I, as a gay male, got fed up with it sometimes. I've seen and lived with homophobia / transphobia. I didn't see it in him. And with that, let's go on ahead and take a look at more of the video proof of Vic and this trans individual.
Kajin, I believe
handmade from nothing. Didn't know your size, but hopefully it fits.
Hopefully it fits, I don't know.
Hopefully it fits.
Oh my gosh, everybody is going to want this. Everybody's going to be like, where'd you get it? I can't tell you.
Oh
my gosh, it's
it
perfect.
fits so good. Yes!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yay!
You are awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Who's got your camera?
We're just recording.
We're recording.
Okay,
I got pictures.
this-
I can do pictures, yeah.
I'm in love right here.
This is gonna go viral on YouTube.
Me too. I miss you so much.
And I'm going to give you a big hug if it's as long as it's okay with you.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay. Everybody tell Ray is such a great, very talented artist and craftsman. And if you ever get the chance to see any of his stuff, you're going to be blown away. So I love Ray.
I love you too.
I'll see you soon, Ray.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You lying sacks of human garbage, reaching and grasping for anything you can to further ruin a man's career just because you have a subjective bias. Caught lying under oath, caught lying during your deposition, caught lying to your fans, caught lying to your own colleagues, caught lying on video provided by fans at conventions. This is why people don't stand with Monica Rial or Jamie Marchi or Ron Toye or any of these individuals. Why? Because they are liars. Now you might be asking, what are they lying for in this case? They're lying on having this idea that Vic is transphobic, homophobic, when there is lots of other videos just like this showcasing Vic with fans that are either gay or trans, and he has absolutely no problem with it. But because Vic refused to sign some stupid yaoi, all of a sudden he is the criminal among criminals, and that in and of itself is disgusting. And if there was ever a time that I encourage you guys to share any video from my channel, this would have to be one of them, because this goes to further prove the narrative that Vic does not have anything against someone who is gay, trans, male, female, fat, skinny, tall, it doesn't matter. You guys can see the proof here, and this is just one individual among many. There are so many people with videos just like this. Now, how is any of this so objectively wrong when it comes to Vic's character? Yes, he has made dozens of mistakes before, but I will sit here and I will wait for you to tell me one person who had never made a mistake walking this planet right now. And if you can name one, I will look you square in the face and call you a liar, because there is not a single person walking the earth today that has never made a single mistake. And that also includes Vic, Monica, Jamie, Ron, you, me, the thousands of people watching this video. Every single one of us have made mistakes, and guess what? Until the day we die and are put 6 feet under, we will continue to make mistakes. Why? Because that's what makes us human. But according to the other side, if you hug people, if you kiss people, if you do anything of the sorts, right, that are very minute, you will instantly be scrutinized, demonized, and you will be looked at as a monster among your society, to which he is not. And I actually had the honor and privilege in hanging out with Vic Mignogna after a convention, having dinner with him, chatting with him about a lot of different things, in which I will not mention on this video, but I want you guys to take a look at the footage of myself and Vic at the time of this convention.
And we're ready with the legend himself, the man.
I'm the
Vic
hungry person
Mignogna.
in this room.
About to have some dinner, have a good time, and that's that.
Thank you, Rare. Alright. Everybody's okay with medium and medium rare?
Dinner's basically over, and I'm with one of the kindest people in the world. This man right here, bro.
Dinner's over.
Dinner's over. Now we can.
We ate every animal.
Yeah, this guy like just devour. Garlic.
I know.
Garlic.
You
no,
are
I did.
you are a meat monster.
I am.
This guy, he eats so much.
One of the nicest guys in the world, guys. Vic Mignogna, sweetest person in the world, man.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
The only Broly, the only that there'll ever be, right here.
I'm gonna go throw up now.
So we're all having a good time.
Sure, you want me to
Having a
sign
good
it?
time.
Yes, please.
Of course, signing.
I love
eating.
this guy.
This
I love
guy.
it.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Dude, get over here. Oh my god.
What do you have in there?
He consents. There we go.
One of the nicest guys you will ever meet, one of the nicest guys you will ever talk to, and for him to go down the drain the way he did with these people, ironically enough, that are blaming him for things that have been proven and debunked before, surely enough, like I said before, he had made mistakes, just like every single one of us, even the other side. But for them to scrutinize him and painting Vic out to be this monster is egregious. And even with Kara Edwards, right? In her affidavit when she talked about how Vic seductively grabbed her into a tango dance. First of all, tango is a seductive dance, but to do it in front of the public and even to consent to that is just absolutely dumbfounding. She's being dishonest, disingenuous, and extremely condescending in the way she tried to paint Vic out to be very malicious in his approach. Like I told you guys before, this is why you guys are subscribed to this channel, and I hope you guys take the time to not only subscribe to this channel, but also tune back in for more, because I have so much more brewing that I have to show you. But let's go on ahead and take a look at this seductive dance that Vic had grabbed Kara Edwards in. Now, I swear this is only the tip of the iceberg, and I really wish that this case was settled already. It's been months, and sadly enough, the damage has already been done, and there's nothing left to do except move on after this case is over and done with. But I do encourage you guys to share this video on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, to spread the message of awareness, because I have so much more evidence and so many other things to show you guys that first and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for your support. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, I always encourage you guys to follow me on Twitter, because on there you guys can tag me in or share with me anything you would like to share that you want to be featured on these videos with. So again, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Link will be located down below at UnrealNetwork. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, I'm going to leave you guys off with some clips for you guys to formulate judgments of your own. It's disgusting how these people are ruining 15, 20-year friendships over literal hugs, over touching of hair. I can understand if it was one thing to force yourself on somebody, but to have it be done in public where people are looking at it and you're smiling as a result of him doing so is just disingenuous and egregiously wrong. So again, thank you all so much for your time. If you guys have not subscribed to my main channel as well, we're about to hit 600,000 subscribers. So if you guys would take the time to also subscribe on there, that would be awesome as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for listening. Tune back in for more. Subscribe to this channel as well, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comments, guys. Take it easy.
My memory of the event with Jamie was that I had come in to record one day at Funimation, and I was in the lobby, and she was there. And she had just changed her hair somehow. She was wearing it differently, or she'd cut it somehow. Probably as far away as I am from Casey. And she said, "Hey, hon." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair." And she's like, "I know, I just got it." And I walked around the counter, and I was kind of standing there, kind of flipping it, and like, "Oh my gosh, it's really beautiful. I love it." And I put my hand up in the bottom of it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great." It was not painful. It was not hurtful. It was not sexual. And it happened at least 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer. And if I may say, I saw Jamie in the lobby at Funimation in January of this year. literally a week to 10 days before this social media thing started. And she's like, "Hey, hon," and went over and hugged her and said hello. She and I have had, as far as I've known, a very casual, friendly relationship for many, many years. And I was astounded. I can only assume, I think a reasonable person would assume, that there were entities at Funimation that did not like me for whatever reason and wanted me gone, did not want me to play the character Broly that I'd been playing for 15 years. And so to ask me the question, your question was who at Funimation would do that?
Well, when you
I think it's been established there are people at Funimation that don't like me much and wanted me gone.
Well, when you say that there are people at Funimation who don't like you much and wanted you gone, who are you referring to specifically?
Chris Sabat.
Is he a Funimation employee?
I would say he has a great deal of weight at Funimation. A great deal of weight. And I mean, yes, he is probably. Funimation outsources production to his studio. Chris Sabat has been involved with Funimation since Funimation was in the Frost Bank building on 820 when I started working there. So Chris Sabat, for one.
Are you aware of any other voice actors that have had numerous allegations of improper behavior against them? Like who?
I'm not going to name them.
Fair enough. So you're not the only one?
No, sir.
Funny story. I can't tell you what con. I can't tell you what con, and I can't tell you what year. Yet. But let's just say, one con that Vic has been accused of being banned from, which he was not banned from. A certain Chris Sabat allegedly was banned from. For what was Chris Sabat banned from that con for? I won't say the con, and I won't say the year yet. But Chris Sabat, were you banned from a convention for inappropriate conversations with underage cosplayers? Oh, God, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Chris? I won't say the con and I won't say the year, but at some point, maybe I will. All right, let's go on.